Hey there, YouTube followers. This is Michael of Painting War Games, and today I got a bag full of goodies from our good friends at Games Workshop. I bought two of them myself, but then I was actually given something in here, and I'll show you, from a coworker, which is sort of odd considering me and this coworker don't have the best relationship in the world. So, there's three items in here, and let's get to the first one. Alright, I'm just going to set this down here. Got the ironclad dreadnought with all the DACA from the Hurricane Bolters. Yes. I used to have one of these, and then I sold it. And I actually used to have another dreadnought or two, and I sold them. But this will be going into my Angels of Revolution Space Marine chapter. I'm going to use it in a tournament because I'm just going to prime it gray. But it's going to go into my Angels of Revolution, and that's the flyer. So it's going to be that color scheme. Here, let's see it. The blue and the orange. As you guys know, that's my Storm Talon. So I picked that up today. And Space Marine Drop Pod. Sorry about that, guys. I'm getting a text message. Space Marine Drop Pod will also be in the colors of the Angels of Revolution. And actually, the two models are going to be used in tandem because I'm going to use the drop pod with the ironclad dreadnought inside, and I'm going to give the drop pod a locator beacon or teleport homer, whatever that thing is. So that way I can, because I'm running 5 Terminators and I have another drop pod that Stern Guard will be in, but it's just a little bit of flexibility. You know, I could bring in, you know, wherever the Terminators need to go, they'll deep strike in next to the drop pod if one of them is still alive. I'm sorry for stumbling on that. But yeah, you know, because they have the teleport homer and stuff. So, but a coworker gave me this book. I did not ask for it. She gave it to me for Christmas. Now, she's leaving here at the end of the week, and I won't see her. But I have called her, and I said thank you. And I have not opened this. It's still sealed. Stronghold Assault. The Space Marine supplement. It's a lot thinner than what I would have thought, but it's a supplement. It is my first supplement. She gave this to me. Odd. Considering that me and her are sort of on rocky shoes, right? Or rocky shoes right now, I guess to say. So I'm going to put this all back in the bag because I ain't got a whole lot of time to deal with it tonight. I am going to get out that ironclad though and get it going. This is my girl. She texted me. I told her I was making a YouTube video, and she said she wants to see it when I'm done. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, guys. You know, I got those things from Games Workshop. I actually brought in this Sergeant to the local Games Workshop store. The guy complimented it. You know, he said he likes the wolf bits and that the conversion on it. He didn't say too much on the paint scheme though. But I did ask a rule question, and I'm going to give you the official answer by a Games Workshop store manager. The question I asked is, can Centurions, Assault or Devastator Centurions, use a drop pod? Can they use a drop pod and drop pod in? They had a customer there who was buying Centurions, and he said yes, they can. The store manager, and this is a GW official store manager who said this, and he brought the codex to me and read it verbatim. Centurions and Devastator Centurions and Assault Centurions can only use Land Raiders as dedicated transports. They cannot buy drop pods, and they cannot use drop pods as transports. They're very bulky, so you can only get 3 of them in there anyways. But that's besides the point. It's the same way as how you cannot use Terminators in drop pods. Now, I don't know if Centurions can deep strike, and that's the other thing I might think of, or that could be there, is that Centurions can deep strike, but even that's sort of broken. If they could deep strike and you got to teleport home, or you just drop, your drop pods in, and boom. I know that they can take the Storm Raven. They can go in that, because that's a heavy support too. It can hold up to 12 models, so it can hold up to 4 Centurions. If the math, yeah, because very bulky is 3 models, so 4 Centurions, either Assault or Devastator based. So yeah, that's the official rule from Games Workshop Store Manager out here in Chesterfield. I live in St. Louis County. I travel to the Chesterfield location. So I'm hoping that if I catch this guy that I know has been using drop pod Centurions, I love the idea. I think fluff-wise it'd be kind of cool. And maybe a Horse Heresy type thing, but Centurions didn't use that. I think that there probably are drop pods. I would say go ahead and use a drop pod with them, but the drop pod needs to cost 60 points, and it's a one use only, and you can only do it with one group, and it can only hold 3 Centurions. That's how I would do it. It drops in, boom. It can't have any. The drop pod shouldn't have any upgrades. It's effectively destroyed as soon as it hits the battlefield. That's my argument. If someone were to allow it. So, all right, guys, this is Michael of Painting War Games. I'm signing out. I know this is another quick video. I'm making a couple of them. I know I got a comment on Cassius Creed. On the last video, the guy said, "Hey, Michael, the guy needs a wash." And yes, you're right. The white is too white, and he needs a wash. Even though his flush has been washed, but I'm gonna give him a nice non-oil wash here in just a little bit. So, all right, like I said, this is Michael of Painting War Games. I'm signing out, and as always, guys, keep gaming.